Sorry, I'm eating, as you can see. Hello everyone! Thank you for watching today's episode. I am Chef Ref. I dressed the part today. I don't have my I forgot the name of the hat, but I don't have my chef hat on or apron, but I have my ref shirt on. Today I am making something sweet, and I have someone sweet to help me do the recipe. Come on, guest.
Hello.
Everyone, welcome. This is my brother, Oral.
Oral Jr., the one and only.
Yes, one and only. Yes, his real name is Oral.
Yes, it's really Oral.
It's really Oral.
Really Oral.
It's really Oral. Yes, O-R-A-L. That's his real name.
Yes, it's really Oral.
Our grandmother, loved Oral Roberts, so she named our father Oral, and he was named after him. Hence, his name is Oral.
Yes, it's really Oral.
So today we are going to make... What are we making, Oral?
Lemon cheesecake. Well, what do you call them? Because they're not in a jar. Mini lemon cheesecakes. We are making mini lemon cheesecakes. Cheesecake, but mini.
I went to go visit him last Easter.
Lemon cheesecake minis.
Yes. Went to go visit him last year in California, and he made some, and they were delicious. And so he came to celebrate my mother's 65th birthday. If you saw my Testimony Tuesday video, you know that's what we celebrated this past weekend. And so he is here, and so I said, would you like to make your lemon cheesecake bites while you're here, or your, what do you call them?
Lemon cheesecake minis.
And so he obliged, and so here we are. And so I am really going to play sous chef today. He's going to be the chef. He's just finding this out. Awesome. I mean, he's the one that made it. So I'm gonna be his assistant today. So what are we gonna start with? How are we gonna start?
You start by making sure all of your ingredients are room temperature. You got your eggs, you got your butter, you got your cream cheese, you got your heavy cream.
You can see the cream cheese and shot.
You got your cream cheese, you got your heavy cream, you got your lemon juice, you got your lemons, and you have your cookie of choice. You can either do any kind of lemon cookie you want, or you could do graham cracker crumbs and break them up and drizzle some butter on them, and that creates a crust, or whatever your favorite cookie is. Hell, you can throw some Oreo cookies in there if you want. Oreo cookie crust. Dealer's choice. Have fun with it. Nothing here is serious. This is just fun.
Yes.
Sugar. Your tools. You got your knife. You got your zester. You got your lemon juice squeezer. Or your hands.
Yeah.
What is this? You got your vanilla. This is salt for sweet things. That's how you think of vanilla.
Oh. I never thought of that.
Yeah, like you season like savory food with salt to enhance its flavor. You season baking, you season sweet foods with vanilla to enhance its flavor. Vanilla extract.
See? I learned something. We're learning something today. So how are we going to start? After making sure all of our products, our ingredients are room temp.
Truthfully, I don't know. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Yes, that'll start, and get a fan on because it's gonna get hot.
Yes, it's a little warm in here.
It's a little warm in here.
So there's two parts to this recipe.
Technically three, if you include the self-made crust.
Yes. So there's three. You have your crust, you have the cheesecake yourself, and you have your curd, your lemon curd. So what would you suggest that we start with?
Start with the crust. It's the easiest, it's the fastest, and it takes the least ingredients.
Okay.
Hope you hit my mic.
That's fine. So we're going to take our Cookies. I got Oreo thins, lemon Oreo thins. I was eating some. And yeah, they're good. I can probably eat this whole thing, but I'm not going to.
You can use this. I guess you could use the cookie as is, like you could process it and blend it out, or you can scoop the cream out and just use the cookie part to create the crust, because you're gonna, if I'm not mistaken, see, the melted butter, yeah, because you're gonna.
They are good. Nabisco did their thing. This is not an official promo or
but
commercial.
If you give us
but here you got a good pair.
I mean,
brother and sister pair. How many cookies should you think we should process and put in the processor to grind up?
So yeah, you use 12 of these cookies.
Okay.
I've never used these. So do you want to use the cream and the cookie, or do you want to just use the cookie? Because if you use the cream, and if you don't use the cream, we're gonna have to scrape them off all 12 cookies.
No, we ain't got time for all of that. So we're gonna use.
No, I got a train to catch.
12 of these. Food processor. I put it over here. We have limited
4,
outlets.
5, 6, 7, 8, cool. Wait.
And you're counting in
Japanese.
Okay.
Niju. Wait, no, that's 20. Juni. I think it might be wrong. I apologize to the Asian community for all of that.
So I'm going to take this over to an outlet, and I'm gonna grind these up real fine. And Orel, you can start on the next part.
The next part is 3 tablespoons of melted butter. So you take your butter, you open it. Like so. And I love it when they have the little markings. We want 3 tablespoons. So I'm just going to make a little incision.
Do you think this is enough?
Yeah.
Or do you think it's ground enough? You want it ground more?
I think it might be a little finer. You want to get it to almost like a dust. Not like completely like a dust, but almost like a dust. Because that way when it combines with the butter, it's a more smoother, cohesive. But if you like a chunky crust, hey, listen, have fun with this. It's not a big deal. So you're going to take your butter and you're going to put it in a microwave or on the stove, dealer's choice. And get that butter melted. Okay? All right. We're gonna melt that butter. Hey, we're gonna melt that butter. We're gonna melt that butter. Hey, we're gonna melt that butter. Say, Should look like this. Look at that liquid gold. Okay.
And we're gonna put this in.
I need a medium bowl. A bowl of the medium variety. Now you're gonna take your crumbs. Put them in a bowl.
Did you say what kind of butter this was?
I did not. It's unsalted, I believe.
It is.
Yes, 3 tablespoons of unsalted butter. Pour that in, and then you can assist by pouring in the butter. And we're going to stir it together. Like so. See that? Let me get it all nice and gooey and brown. And it's going to turn into like a paste, almost like a dough.
Play like you were a child in the mud with water.
Exactly.
And dirt.
And once the butter is fully combined into the crumbs, you can then spoon them into your tray.
Does the tray need to be
Always, right?
oiled or greased?
Always, right? Isn't that like par the course?
Woo!
Now it's...
I just got some Pam. You were going to say?
Depending on how you make it, you could use ramekins. You could use like cupcake tins inside of the thing. You can just do it like we're gonna do it raw. We're gonna bareback this muffin tin. But yeah, whatever you're using, just make sure you grease it so
nothing sticks.
So as for an easy removal.
Yeah,
because that's what we want. All right. So now we're going to take our mixture, we're going to spoon it into the bottom of each tin to form like an even layer that will be our crust.
And we're just going to eyeball it?
Yeah, just eyeball it. Like, who cares?
Try to evenly distribute it into, there's 12 here?
Double team it. Let me get a spatula of my own. Let's see.
I think we might need some more.
Why? Well, hey, then let's make some more.
Ooh.
Actually, I think you're going to have to use your fingers for this part. Make sure your hands is clean. Wash your hands for 20 seconds. 20 seconds.
You sing happy birthday. Well, not that happy birthday. You sing happy. I forgot.
You sing because it's so sad. It's like such a sad song.
We sing another version of Happy Birthday, so I forgot how the other happy. See, I'm going into the.
Well, in honor of my clothing. Okay, if you're an Avatar: The Last Airbender fan, 20 seconds is long ago. The four nations lived together in harmony. Then, everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. Only the Avatar, master of all four elements, could stop him. But when the world needed him most, he vanished. That's 20 seconds right there.
And then you would have washed your hands truly and completely and thoroughly and efficiently.
See, what I'm doing now is I'm just taking my finger and I'm just making a little crust along the bottom, just making an even little layer. Because when these come out, they're going to be cookies again. We're just changing its form temporarily.
We're going to do, what, probably 5 more cookies?
I mean, I feel like if we just follow the recipe, this is enough. We just don't use these 3.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to wash my hands again.
It's going to be kind of thin, but I like more cheesecake than I like crust. Kind of. Either way.
Long ago, the four nations lived together in harmony.
There's an example.
Then everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. Only the Avatar, master of all 4 elements, could stop them. But when the world needed him most, he vanished.
And he's going to make the soap on his hands vanish.
I'm a germ bender. I bend away the germs. I like to wring out my hands first because it uses less tissue paper, and that helps the earth.
He's a really earth saver.
We should all be earth savers because guess what? We all live here. Okay, and as far as we know, this is the only one we're getting. All right, so now you're going to take this muffin tin with your crust. You're going to place it in the oven. You're going to place it in the oven for 6 minutes. Oh, look, a Jamaican beef patty. Well, that's par the course.
Leftovers from our party.
They always say, if you don't have one food for the rest of your life, what would it be? Jamaican beef patties. Dessert meal on a stranded island with nothing but Jamaican beef patties and my dog. Time of my life. Oh! Ha-ha! Got these hands. Ha!
So I'm going. Are we finished with the food processor?
Oh. 6-minute timer.
6 minutes, counting down.
So are we finished with the processor?
Away with you, food processor.
Okay.
Your services are no longer required. In the meantime, in between time, you're gonna get a large pot of water to prepare your water bath for the cheesecake. So let's go do that next.
And we'll be back after these messages. Daylight Candles is a company where the candles are made to the preference of the customer. All candles are made with soy wax and are between 5 to 8 ounces. There are a few ways you can choose your candle. You can choose your own personal oil and or color, or you can choose a candle from one of our many candle lines. One of our candle lines is the Daylight of Autumn, featuring scents like Apple Harvest, Caramel Popcorn, Red Hot Cinnamon, Hot Apple Pie, Cinnamon Stick, Macintosh Apple, and everyone's favorite Toasted Pumpkin Spice. A portion of the proceeds for the candles that are sold for charity are given to organizations that are near and dear to the company. The Daylight Hale line features scents that you would smell if you were to visit the beach. Seesaw and Orchid, Plumeria, Hibiscus Palm, Beach Linen, Ocean Breeze, and Ocean Rose. Daylight Royalty features our CEO's 2 favorite scents. One candle is called Queen, and it is infused with the scent inspired by Bath & Body Works' Mad About You fragrance. There's also Palace, and it is infused with magnolia and peony oil. Daylight Candles, igniting your life with fragrance and shining through the darkness. Okay, we're back. Oil is over there filling the pot for the water, boiling the water to make a water bath to put in the oven for our cheesecake. And I am zesting 1 lemon.
I just wanted to show you guys what a pot of water looks like. What a pot of water looks like. Here it is. There it goes.
And I think you have seen me zest a lemon before. As you know that I have my own seasonings. And I made some lemon pepper seasoning. And in my lemon pepper seasoning is lemon zest. So you zest your lemon down to where the white is. If you get white in it, which you may, not too bad, but the white part is kind of bitter. So you just want the yellow off of it.
Appa, yip yip. That's my boy.
And that is his son, Appa.
This is Appa. I had a surrogate. Had me a baby boy. Here's my little foo-foo cuddly poop. Okay, goodbye.
I think Appa's made.
And now I'm going to wash my hands again. Okay.
I think Appa has made a cameo in a video before.
Long ago.
See, it was yellow. Now it's kind of white. Still some yellow on it.
How do you lift this up?
And this is for the sugar, for the curd that's going on the top, right?
You didn't wipe the water out?
Not yet. I was doing this.
All right, our timer is going off for the crust. Ooh.
And there is some zest on the back of the zester, so you want to scrape your finger and get that in there. Oh, this is not for the curd. This is for the cheesecake itself.
Correct.
And we're going to put this zest in a mixing bowl with some.
Why do you keep going down? The recipe is right there. Just read it. Combine the sugar,
I
the
know.
lemon
I'm
zest.
saying how much sugar.
So what's going to happen next is you're going to mix your sugar and your lemon zest in the mixer. And you're going to mix that together. You can use a stand mixer. I have a hand mixer back home where I do it. What you're going to do is you're going to what's the word? Combine it. You're going to stir it. You're going to until it starts to get fragrant. It's going to start to smell like lemony sweet. And that's how you know that the zest and the sugar have, two have become one. And that means
To become one.
Gonna make love to you, baby. That's when you know that it has become an amalgamation, if you will.
I can't find the cup I'm looking for. This is a half a cup too.
Here it is.
Nope, this is a half a cup, but I was looking for my black one because I have a black set.
Okie dokie. On top of more smoky.
Can you hand me the red spatula that we were just using?
Red spatula. Stat.
Oh, the long one. No, maybe I didn't need it. Thank you. I usually
did not.
Like to level it. When baking, you have to be precise. Did you say you don't?
You don't. Have fun. This is food. It's not science. I mean, it is science.
It is.
Science that you can eat.
Because I tried to bake last week, as we saw, and my measurements were off. And did you see how those dumplings came out? Did y'all see how those dumplings came out?
Nobody needs to level sugar. Like, if it's a little extra sugar, it's fine.
And we don't want the sugar. We don't want the beaties either. We don't want anybody to have the beaties either.
Moving right along, we're going to take your lemon zesties. We're going to put them in with the sugar. If you don't want to have one of these little rubber flat things to get all the stuff, then you're literally just putting food in the trash. I don't know what to tell you. Now that that's done, we're going to mix that together. Gazelle. Mixy poo gazelle.
Oh, it doesn't want to stay on sometimes.
How does this even work?
It was sitting on there right before I took it up.
I mean, this should be fine.
It's gonna move.
No, it's not. Don't need your doubt, Miss Lady. See, it's not moving. So now you're gonna mix until it gets fragrant. Don't be scared. Get up in there, girl. It's gonna, you see how it's starting, or maybe you can't, but it's starting to turn like a soft yellow color. Ooh, see, now it's starting to smell good. Yeah. Come on, Lemon. Come on, Lemon. Says you better do
that smells.
Smell that?
Y'all know I like my sour stuff. Y'all know Chef Ruff like her sour stuff. Watch your back, OJ, because of the water. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, well.
Okie dokie.
Ooh, it looks like Italian ice. Now I'm gonna add the block of cheesecake, cream cheese.
Next is 2 packets of cream cheese. We're gonna add to the mixture.
Softened. Remember, they're softened.
Soften.
I'm gonna lift this up. See, it looks like shaved ice or Italian ice.
And now I have removed. Watch her stand back. I've removed.
Oh, that
crust,
smells good.
It's a little loosey goosey, to be honest with you. But again, this is just for funsies. So
I'm getting excited.
You're gonna let them sit this cool. I'd let it go a little longer because it seemed a little too loose before, and it's still kind of loose. But it's gonna sort of congeal as it cools off, and then you can still use it. It doesn't matter. It's fine.
It's gonna break apart in your mouth anyway. So
exactly.
You're gonna place that on a cooling rack.
This one burnt. Do you want to redo them?
Nope.
Cool. Yeah, just put it on a cooling rack.
We're the ones that are eating them.
This is true.
They can't taste it out in TV land.
This is true.
Somebody's just gonna get a surprise when they eat it.
Hey, Mimi liked all her stuff burnt.
And we are putting both of the blocks in here, correct?
Yes, correct. Correctamundo. We're cooking.
And on low or medium or on high?
Well, you just mix it till it's combined. You know, take it kind of slow to begin with. And then bring it up a little. Ooh. And a little bit more. And you kind of just do that until it's all combined and beautiful. Next, we're going to combine these two eggs. One at a time, though. You got to make sure the egg is fully incorporated before you add in the second. So, bam. Egg number one. Mix.
Oh.
Yeah, buddy. Egg number two. And yeah, I did that with one hand. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. I did forget a step. Scrape down the sides of your bowl in between eggs. But as you can see, the KitchenAid is kind of scraping it as it stirs. So if you do have a KitchenAid, you don't have to worry about this step. But if you don't, make sure after the egg so that all of the egg is incorporated into the batter. And it's some good batter.
You tasted it already?
I sure did.
Next step, Chef Orel.
Next is the heavy cream and vanilla. Heavy cream, vanilla.
I couldn't find
heavy cream, vanilla.
I couldn't find my store-bought vanilla, so this is from a dear friend of mine. So if Miss Jeannie, if you see this video, thanks for the vanilla. I'm using it for the first time. I think I may have used it before, but
fourth cup.
This is a dry measuring cup. This is a wet measuring cup. I believe there may not be a difference, but I think there is, because that's why they have 2 different ones.
Well, this don't say a fourth. This goes. Oh yeah, it does.
Where is my?
Give me that yellow. Give me that thing. Give me that thing. Give me that thing. Give me that. Yup. We been in the sea.
He's gonna test my theory.
We been in the sea. Okay. You ain't gonna be out here just telling people lies.
I'm not telling them lies. I'm telling them what Oh, look, it's a little.
But that doesn't. How do you know that? Look, if I scrape all of that out, that would go right to the top.
Probably.
So we're going to go ahead and put our 4th cup in here.
I've made cheesecake before, but I've never used heavy cream. Maybe that's the difference. I've used sour cream, but not heavy cream. Maybe that's what makes it so creamy and delicious and just good.
And if none of you understood the things I was saying with my face, then you're not black. Because I was having some clear conversation. And if you're black, you heard every word I said.
Let me translate. She don't know everything. She thinks she know everything, but she don't, and I just proved her wrong. That's what he said with his face.
Basically,
And
at this point, you don't want to over mix it because you don't want to incorporate too much air because then it'll create too many air pockets and then you'll get breakage. You want it to stay as smooth as possible.
And we're gonna eyeball this.
Sure, it's just a teaspoon. Remember, this is like a little accent, like salt. You only want a little pinch of salt.
Are we gonna put salt like you put salt on your food, or put salt on your food like I put salt? Because there is a difference. Hey. This is a G-rated show.
Well,
is this enough, or should I put more?
I don't know. You know everything. That's fine.
Woo! Ooh, I smell that alcohol. Miss Jeannie. Maybe I should have shaken this before. We don't want to get nobody drunk in here. But it's gonna evaporate out in the oven. Okay, let's incorporate it. Next. And I think this water is boiling. Do you want to keep it boiling until we're finished?
That's fine.
Okay.
I'm trying this new thing they call clean as you go. I'm not really good at it. But I'm doing my level best.
Yeah, it makes it easier sometimes.
Scoop.
Oh,
Submerge. Washing some dishes. Thing I hate the most.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We don't like dishes. We don't like washing dishes. There is a dishwasher in this house, and I don't mean the machine. Our grandmother's the designated dishwasher in this house. She likes to wash the dishes. Well, she doesn't like the way people wash the dishes, so she just rather wash the dishes herself. Don't tell her I said that. All well, Grandma. We love you. We love you. I love you.
Thankful to have a grandmother that's here to wash dishes.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
You hear me?
Yeah.
All right. Now you're gonna take your pie tray with your pre-made crusts. Oh yeah. See, they've hardened a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. Now they're a little more crust-like. You're gonna take this off. And you're gonna pour your batter into your ramekins, your mason jars, your what else? Your muffin tins, whatever you're using. You're gonna fill them 3/4 of the way because as it cooks, it's gonna need room to expand. So don't fill it to the top. You're gonna have some spillage. They say you're not supposed to do this, but I'm grown.
Woo! Look at that, like butter, baby.
Look how you can't even see it. You can't even. Oh, let me know. Let me know. Let me not move this. Look at how smooth. Look at. Oh.
Like butter, baby.
That is smooth. That's smooth, baby. Oh, that's real smooth, baby.
Ooh.
Mm.
You just, to pick it up, you use a little flick of the wrist. Oh, that might can use a little bit more.
Ah! We got a jumper.
Oh, I'm getting ready to put it in. That one might be filled up too much.
Teamwork really makes the dream work.
Don't want it coming out too fast, cause. And there's still some left over, even though these three don't have any crust in it. I'm gonna fill them.
Hey, live life on the edge. Why not?
And we're filming this on left-hand day, and I am left-handed by birth, and because I am left-handed, I have had to adapt to the world around me, so I use both hands. Not when writing, though. You don't want me to write with my right hand. You barely want me to write with my, you barely want me to write with my left hand.
I was gonna say it, but you know me. I sure was thinking it.
I put too much in that one.
That's all right. Remember, this is just fun. Nobody's grading us on this. Oh shit!
And I am having fun with my super. I call him superstar too. With my superstar.
Completely missed.
I'm cleaning up the sides. This is family, y'all. I'm probably gonna be the only one that's gonna eat these.
Oh my god, it's on my clothing.
So what do we do now that these are filled?
Well, they're felt. Depending on what you have, again, you have different rules. So, waste not, want not. So, if you're using ramekins or mason jars, you're going to want to get, for example, you're going to get something like this. You're going to fill this container with your boiling water. You're going to place your ramekins or your mason jars inside of here. We're not using that, so we're still going to use this. So we're just going to fill this with water, the boiling water, the boiling water that's sitting on the stove as we speak. We're going to fill this pan and put it in the oven so that it creates a environment of moisture inside of our stove.
Oven.
Inside of our oven, in order to make the cheesecake stay nice and moist and once again prevent breakage.
Just moving the rack to make sure it's in the middle. Is that the middle?
I think this should go down and then this should come out.
But where are we gonna put the the water bath on?
It can't sit on here? Is that illegal?
I don't know.
Well,
so I put one. We have two racks in our oven. I put the one rack kind of in the middle, and the first one is on the bottom.
Push it in.
Oh, my bad.
As far as my sous chef.
Woo! It's making steam already. Ooh, and be careful, because it's going to get heavy with the water. You know, water is heavy anyway. Believe me, I know. I carry cases of water with my job that I do.
Now we're going to take our beautiful mini lemon cheesecakes. We're going to put them in said oven for approximately redacted amount of time. Oops. We're going to bake these for 25 to 30 minutes. And whenever I see direction like that, I was laying in the middle. So, 28-minute timer.
Go ahead! My brother.
Minutes, counting down.
And while we are doing that, while that is starting, we're going to take another break. And we're going to come back with the next part.
The topping.
Do you want the young child in your life to learn their ABCs in a unique way? Do you want them to learn about themselves, their family history, and at the same time help them build a positive self-esteem? Well, the personalized ABC About Me book is the product for you. In this personalized book for the little one in your life, each letter of the alphabet is used to help the child learn the names of the important people in their life, places associated with them, and is used as a positive adjective to help the child develop a positive vocabulary about themselves and the people in their lives. The letters are paired with pictures for image association and people recognition. The first step to ordering the book is to fill out a form with the child's name, birth date, and birthplace. Then either by yourself or with the help of the creator of ABC About Me, Rashawn E. Forrest, yours truly, will come up with those adjectives, names of relatives, and places associated with the child. The pictures that appear in the book can come from the parent or other family members. Or a photo shoot at my studio, Life in the Daylight Studios, can be done of your little special one with props. You and I will come up with the theme and color scheme for the book. If you would like more information about ordering the child in your life a personalized ABC About Me book, please email abcaboutme@gmail.com. With ABC About Me, building a child's self-esteem and identity is easy.
So now, for your lemon curd, you're going to need a cup of sugar. You're going to need the zest of 1 lemon. You're going to need 3 eggs. You're going to start with the egg yolks, 3 egg yolks, apologies. 3 egg yolks combined with your sugar. You're going to stir them, whisk it till that combines. And then you're going to add in the zest of 1 lemon here. See this? It's already been pre-zested. I'm going to zest that lemon and throw that in here as well. And then we're going to take as many lemons as it takes. Fill up a cup. I'm going to do this one last lemon.
We each have our own theories of getting the lemon juice out of the lemon. He rolls his. If you've watched my videos before, you know to get the lemon juice out of a lemon. I put mine in the microwave, get it a little hot. But whatever floats your boat. But these lemons that we got, they're a little weak. They don't have a lot of juice in them. Technology, I tell you, sometimes has a mind of its own. So we filmed us doing the curd, so that's why he was telling you how to make the curd.
And I was cussing and stuff. A little bit. Making lurid jokes.
Yeah. So maybe it's good, because kids might watch this. We love the kids. Now what are you doing?
Now I'm just combining the lemon zest, the lemon juice, the 3 egg yolks, and the sugar together. Making sure I'm getting all the sugar lumpities out. Actually, where's that whisk? Run me that whisk, cuz. Hey, yo, run up off there. Run me that whisk, cuz.
Did your timer stop for the...
No, we still got about 5 minutes left. Maybe 4 minutes left on the cheese and cake. Okay, I feel like that's all the sugars out of there. Yeah, it's looking pretty sweet. Uh-oh, the timer's going off. You know what that means. You want to go give it a look see, or you want to wait?
Does it matter if it's in there longer than it is?
I mean, it said 25 to 30. It's only been 28 minutes.
Ooh, they rose.
This
morning when I rolled, yeah, I didn't have no doubt, huh? We can leave them in?
Sure, I think so.
They look pretty.
You also need half a cup of melted butter. Whisk that in as well. Everything else. You could just get store-bought lemon curd, but It is kind of a flex to be like, I made this whole thing from scratch.
And it's more fun this way.
It's actually really easy. So what you do next is you cook this on 1 minute intervals until this liquid just turns into curd. You just put it on 1 minute full power, take it out.
Explain curd.
Curd is like a jam. It's like a marmalade, like a preserve, but it's lemons.
Like jelly.
You explain.
I mean,
curd.
not like Jello. Jello.
No.
It has that kind of consistency. Not quite, but more like, I don't eat jam and preserves like that, so.
It's like a jam or preserve because you know why? When you go to the store to look for lemon curd, guess where it's gonna be? Next to the jams and the preserves.
I guess. He knows. Now it's time for me to talk with my face.
Look at these cheesecakes. They broke still, but hey, you know, that's life. It's life in the fast lane.
Guess what? They're gonna break in my mouth. They look like they're still wobbly.
No, they don't. These are quite stirred. These are quite stirred. Ladies and gentlemen, you be the judge. Does that look jiggly to you? Do you see jiggling? No, you don't. It's stirred.
Go ahead, baby. Jiggle it, baby. Go ahead, baby. Okay, I'm gonna do another minute of this.
Nope, she's gonna take it out first and stir it.
Okay. Yes.
Then she's gonna do another minute of that.
My bad. What am I stirring it with? Am I gonna use the ladle?
Anything. Here's a spoon.
Am I stirring with force or stirring with carefulness?
You just stir. Another minute.
I mean, stop stirring, Rashawn.
It's probably best to use a spoon because that's how you'll really know that it's finished. When it should take around 3 to 5 minutes. Once it starts to coat the back of the spoon, once it starts to coat the back of the spoon during your stirring, you'll know that your curd is curded. And you're done. It is going to feel like it's taking forever and that it's not actually changing in its consistency, but you gotta trust me. Everything works from within before it appears without. So let the molecules and things change on the inside and the texture will start to change on the outside.
As my mother called him, Mr. Philosopher. Hey, we have a visitor in the background.
The birthday girls, Leo season!
Yeah! Roar! Ooh, it looks frothy.
You see? It's beginning to change.
It's beginning to look a lot like lemon curd. How many minutes? How many times was that so far?
I think that was 4, maybe 5.
Okay.
Ouch.
And it all depends on the power of your microwave. If your microwave is more powerful, the less time it'll take. If it's less powerful, the more time it'll take. So use your 1 minute intervals.
So you just want to just take a little toothpick and just lightly run it around the edge. It'll start to see it'll spin or it'll come up. See, that's how you know that it adequately separated.
How is this supposed to feel on the back of the spoon?
You're supposed to coat the back of the spoon. This pretty one broke. Let's hope and keep it intact. But that's life. It's life in the fast lane.
I think it's
These are
holding the back.
all finished.
Ooh.
It's hot. It is hot. Oh yeah, it's getting curdy. It's getting nice and curdy. Oh yeah, it's coating the spoon. I think I'll give it another minute or two.
Now, don't y'all get too sad. I might have to finish this by myself. I told you he's a superstar and a very important person. Got things to do. Got a flight to catch. So he might have to leave before I get to finish.
But we can eat these. Lemon curd is just the topping. We can still eat these cheesecakes, okay? I ain't leaving without one of these cheesecakes.
And then you'll see me eat it with the with the curd on top.
Kids, don't do this at home. Do not stand in front of the microwave.
No. Like my mitt, I just saw that I forgot I had them. I'm the kitchen queen. One of them. We have two and a half.
It's my mom. My mom is Beyonce in the kitchen, okay? Beyonce in the kitchen.
No.
I mean, this is as good as it's fine. See, it's kind of thick. It's still hot as hell. It's kind of thick. Very lemony.
Yes.
So you're supposed to run it through a strainer.
While it's
Put
hot.
it in a jar. Yeah. Got it? Is it too hot?
Nope. And what is this doing?
It's just separating the little bits of like lemon and sugar lumps that might be left behind. It's just making sure that your curd is nice and smooth as it cools.
We made a little mess.
We
in this together.
Who was his we?
And now I'm not speaking French. We in this together. Okay. Ooh.
I mean, you're gonna try to not spill it when you do it.
Yes. Or can I use a spoon?
To do what?
So how am I going to put it on the...
So after this, you put this in the fridge, and it's gonna cool. Once it hits room temperature, because it's very hot. Once it hits room temperature, you put it in the fridge. It's gonna thicken as it cools, and then you just spoon it on top or spread it on top. Whatever's clever. Oh, are you giving it to me? Because it's really hot.
No. I was making sure they can see it.
In the meantime, let's get up in these cheesecakes. Get up in these cheesecakes. Can't push it out. It's metal.
I don't know.
Tis metal. Which one do you want? I think these three are the ones that doesn't have crust.
I'm gonna eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I think that was the one that you said was...
What's that? I like this better.
So he's using a toothpick to pick it up. It's
Hoping it just moves a little bit. Nope, that's not working. I need... I don't know how I got mine out. I don't remember how I got mine out. I think they cooled a little longer, that's why. Those are still technically warm. Technically warm.
They are.
So we're kind of speeding up the process here. They're much easier to remove when they're cool. So, no, here, you take yours out, because that way if it's up, it's your fault, not mine.
It's gonna get in my mouth.
Yeah, she didn't wait for the kid or nothing.
I'm sorry.
She went right for it. I was going to do a cheesecake toast.
Oh, that's okay.
Cheesecake cheers. That's good. Ooh. When you take your crust out earlier, it's gonna look a little light, but that's okay because it's gonna get a second bake with the
Yeah.
actual batter. So don't worry about that.
I echo my grandmother's saying or comment that she made earlier last week, but I'm not going to repeat it because this is a family show. For you all that know what she said, just know it's good. But I wouldn't know what she did anyway.
I would.
Now use your imagination. Read between the lines, people.
Magnificent.
We're a good team.
You did that.
Thank you for helping me
You're welcome.
and agreeing to do this.
I don't want to get your clothes dirty. You're welcome, sister. Y'all watch, y'all eat, y'all come back every week. Straight like that.
Turn on your notifications. But keep watching, because your girl's going to be back with the curd and everything on it. And it might look pretty too, because I'm going to try to replicate what he did last April. So it's the next day. I waited a day for the curd to congeal and get more formed and more solid. And I'm going to do the next couple of parts by myself, as I mentioned in the earlier part. So I'm going to do a little garnish. I'm going to start on the little garnish to make it pretty. So I'm going to slice some lemon as thin as I can. And to achieve that, I butchered it already, no pun intended. Use a sharp knife, as sharp as you can find. Well, I can eat that, but I have some decent piece. I have some decent pieces that I can use. Put those to the side. Let's start with this lemon. So thin it as thin and as straight as possible. And I think this is a paring knife that I'm using. If you don't have one, it's okay. Just try. And get the sharpest knife you have, not a butter knife. Probably a steak knife would work just fine. I don't think I need that much because we ate two and then someone snuck a piece. Someone else snuck a piece, so this might be good. And I'm going to candy these. So to do that, I'm going to take a cup of sugar. Get a spoon. And fill the rest of my cup. Of course, I got the smallest spoon. That's about a cup. I'm going to put it in a saucepan. Put it in the saucepan. I'm also going to take a cup of water. And put that in the saucepan. Then I'm going to turn the saucepan on, and I'm going to let the sugar dissolve. And you're going to let it dissolve and bring it to a boil. You can stir a little bit throughout it. So the water has started to boil, and so since that has happened, I'm going to take my lemon slices and I'm going to drop them in, and I'm going to let them simmer in there for 30 to 40 minutes. And as we learned earlier in the video, we're going to take the medium of that time, which is 35 minutes. So I'm going to check this in about 35 minutes to see where they are. I want them to be translucent. It's been 35 minutes. So I'm going to take the lemon slices out of the water. Let's bring this over here. And I'm going to put them on parchment paper using a spoon with holes in it. And this is one. See how translucent it is? Essentially, you made simple syrup, equal parts of water and sugar. You can let this, I don't know if it will become solid, or you can let it cool. If it doesn't become solid, you can put it in a jar. You can save it for the cold season and put it in your tea for when you get sick, or if you get sick. Here they are. Aren't they pretty? Yeah, they're not cut perfectly, but hey. Another device that you can use to make sure they are cut evenly, you can use a mandolin slicer. I know we have one. Can't find it. Don't feel like looking for it. So now that these are out of the water, out of the simple syrup, I'm going to leave these to the side, let them get hard, and let them cool off. I would put them in the refrigerator, but they're liable to not be left where I left them, because my cheesecakes, or our cheesecakes, are not where we left them from yesterday. So I'm just going to let these sit out on the countertop for a little bit, for a couple of hours, and I'm going to come back, and then we're going to put everything together. Finally, at the last part. Now we're going to put everything together. I'm going to see what I wanted to do was dress them all up in the tin. As you can see, they're not in the tin that we made them. I think I talked about that early in the video. We won't talk about that. So I'm going to pick the prettiest one that's in here. I'm going to pick this one. Bottom's intact. The top. And this is the curd. It's separated a little bit. I'm not sure why that is. Maybe Oral can let us know why that is. But I'm going to take this part that's at the top and take it off to get to, I guess, the real curd part. And I'm going to drizzle it on the top there. Oop. And then I'm going to take a candied lemon slice. Gotta go get a knife. Using that same paring knife that I used to cut it. Got some drippage over here. And I'm going to try to make it pretty and fancy like he had his. Oopsie. Almost cut my finger. Yay, I did it! Kind of. This is what it looks like. Okay. Enough of you looking at it. It's time for me to eat it. I did want to try the curd by itself. Oral asked me to try the curd by itself. So I'm going to put some on the side here and try it. Lemony. And I know I've been wearing my ref shirt, but since we're putting it all together, I just felt I should be a little lemony too, but I'm not. I'm sweet. Like this. Lemony sweet. It's good. Okay. Take this part off. Good. Lemon on top of lemon on top of lemon on top of lemon. I'm in heaven. This is good. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, this is good. Thank you again to my lovely brother for joining me for this episode and making this lovely dessert. If you've watched the video all the way through and you liked it, share it. I'm going to get back to eating this. I'll see you next week.